Your email needs to work when you need it. You can't afford to have your email service go down in the middle of a project or client conversations. Ask yourself these questions to be able to say, you know what? This is the decision that makes the most sense for me. The good news about choosing an email marketing service provider is that you are not locked in forever. Your email list is portable. I would rather see you start and get comfortable and then switch over in 2 years than never start at all because you were paralyzed by the decision. Hey friends. So welcome to another episode of Tips Tuesday. Continuing the email conversation that we started last week, I want to talk about how to choose the right email provider and email marketing platform for your small business. Okay. So here's the thing. I am not going to tell you that there's one perfect solution for everyone. What works for my business might not work for yours. What works for your business might not work for their business. But I can walk you through exactly what to look for so you can make the right choice based on your needs, your budget, and your goals. So we talked last week about why you need both an email provider and an email marketing platform. And now comes the fun part, which is actually choosing which ones are right for your business. We are going to break them down, starting with the email provider first, and then your email marketing platform. So let's talk about what to look for in an email provider. And before we dive into specific options, let me give you a framework for what actually matters when choosing an email provider. So the non-negotiables, and these are the must-haves that every professional business email provider should offer. You should have the ability to use your custom domain, which means that your email address ends with your business domain, where it's kind of like your name at yourbusiness.com instead of at gmail.com or yahoo.com or outlook.com. This is a non-negotiable for professional credibility. Reliable delivery and uptime. Okay. Your email needs to work when you need it. You can't afford to have your email service go down in the middle of a project or client conversations. And then storage that meets your needs. This one is actually a big one for me because of the nature of the work that I do. I am oftentimes sharing files with clients or having clients share things with me. We want to make sure that there is storage space for the things that they are sending me. So think about how many emails you send and receive, how many files you need to store, and kind of plan for that growth. And then also, lastly, but probably most importantly, is going to be security features. This is going to include like your spam protection, your two-factor authorization, encryption. Your business emails contain sensitive information, and it needs to be protected. Okay. Now, here are some things that are nice to have depending on your business. And these are the features that might matter a lot or might not matter at all, depending on how you work. Calendar integration. So if you schedule a lot of meetings, having your calendar built into your email system makes life so much easier. I love being able to be inside of Google Workspace. And if a client is emailing me, asking me about our next meeting or something like that, I can easily pull up my calendar without even leaving that tab and check my schedule and see, what's what and respond to that message. So for me, calendar integration is kind of top priority on my list. The other thing is cloud storage and file sharing. So platforms like Google Workspace and Microsoft 365 typically include cloud storage. So like your Google Drive and your OneDrive. If you regularly need to share files with clients and or team members, then this is going to be more valuable for you. All right. Then you have collaboration tools. So if you have a team, having features like shared documents or real-time editing, and even team chat can help streamline workflows and communication. Mobile app functionality. If you're constantly on the go and need to respond to emails from your phone, then a solid mobile app is going to be essential. Now, I'm going to just say this in here because I am a big proponent of work-life balance, even as a business owner, having mobile app functionality is a must-have for me, but also having the ability to set my actual work hours in that so that it limits me receiving business notifications and feeling like I have to respond outside of what I consider my working hours. So again, it's going to depend on you and how you work, but that's something to also keep in mind. And then this one is a big one, which is integration with your other tools. So think about your CRM, your project management software, or any other tools that you are using regularly. Having your email provider integrate with them, is that going to be a top priority for you? Again, this is something that's a big deal for me. I use a CRM. So between being in Google Workspace, I also am in my CRM, which I've mentioned that I use Moxie for managing my client relationship and projects. It doubles as my project management software, and it integrates with my email. So I can actually send emails directly inside of there that are connected right to my Google Workspace account. If that is not something that you're doing and integrating and all that kind of stuff, then it might not be a priority for you. Here, I want to talk about the top email providers in my book for small business. Again, I always say that you should do your own research and kind of look to see what's available out there for you. But these are going to be some of my recommendations. So Google Workspace, Google's business email solution, it includes everything that you kind of get with the Gmail personal account with a little bit more to it. So that's going to include like the Gmail platform for business, having Google Drive for storage, your Google Calendar, Google Docs, Sheets, Slides, and then all of the collaboration tools that you are probably already familiar with if you've used any of those Google products. They offer multiple plans with multiple tiers that have different levels of storage and features that can match your business needs. This is going to be best for businesses that are already using Google tools such as Docs, Sheets, and Drives, solo entrepreneurs and small teams who want simplicity and also familiarity, people who prioritize ease of use and integration, because again, Google, it integrates so seamlessly with almost everything. That's one of the things that I love about it most. And then those who want and need reliable mobile access. So anything for the most part that I can do on my desktop or laptop computer, I am also able to do on my phone, on the go, or on my tablet. And that is very important for me because I like to be able to work away from home often. And then also anyone who wants their email, calendar, and storage in one place. Again, that is one of the things that I absolutely love about it. So I use Google Workspace in the studio. It's been a backbone of my business communication. And the reason that I recommend it to most of my clients, again, is the integration is seamless. My email, calendar, and cloud storage all work together without me even really having to think about it. When a client sends me a file, it is easily saved in Drive. When I schedule a meeting, the calendar link is right there in my email. The mobile app is familiar, and my personal email account and my Google Workspace account, I can be logged into both of them and switch between them easily. And I can respond to my clients from anywhere, have access to my documents on my phone, and stay on top of my schedule without being chained to my computer and my desk. And most of all, it's familiar. So most people have used a Gmail account at some point. So the learning curve is minimal. You're not trying to figure out a completely new system when you're already busy running your business. Now, that's not to say that it doesn't come with some hangups. Managing your Google inbox sometimes can be not as easy as with another tool such as Microsoft 365 or Outlook, which we'll talk about next. It may not be the best fit if you are heavily invested in the Microsoft ecosystem as well. All right. So let's talk about Microsoft 365 or Outlook, which is something that I remember using in my corporate days. Microsoft was kind of the industry standard. It is Microsoft's business solution that includes Outlook for email, OneDrive for storage, and then the full Office suite, including Word, Excel, and PowerPoint. And again, just like Google, they have multiple plan tiers that offer increasing features from web-based apps to full desktop versions. This is going to be best for a business that is already in the Microsoft ecosystem or someone who already has a comfort level with Microsoft. Also, teams that need robust Office applications like Word, Excel, and PowerPoint, and then just industries that might prefer Microsoft's enterprise level security. Some of the key differences from Google Workspace, what I would say is the main difference comes down to which productivity suite you prefer. So if your team lives in Word, Excel, and PowerPoint, Microsoft 365 just makes more sense. If you are more comfortable with Google Docs, Sheets, Slides, then Google Workspace is probably the better choice. You may want to choose Microsoft 365 if your industry standard software requires Windows and Office integration, if you're working with clients or partners who primarily use Microsoft tools, or if you need the advanced features of desktop Office applications regularly. A couple other things that are out there that are just worth mentioning is Zoho Mail, Proton Mail, Apple iCloud Plus offers custom domain email for users with deeply embedded in the Apple ecosystem. So those may be a little bit more limited than, say, Google Workspace or Microsoft 365, but they are other options that may be better suited for what your actual needs are. So let's talk about how to actually choose your email provider and just cut through all of the noise. I like to get straight to it. Let's not spend too much time trying to make a decision. Ask yourself these questions to be able to say, you know what, this is the decision that makes the most sense for me. So think about, what tools do you or your team already use? How much storage do you actually need? Do you need advanced collaboration features or just a solid email? And then what integrations do you need? If you can answer those questions with clarity and honesty, then you will have an answer to which tool works best for you. Now, moving on to our email marketing platform and shifting gears a little bit, talking about how to choose your actual email marketing platform. The criteria here are going to be different because, remember, as we talked about in our last Tips Tuesday, the job is a totally different job. So keeping with the same format and talking about the non-negotiables, here are some things that are considered basic and that should be covered with your email marketing platform. One of the biggest ones is an easy to use email builder. I will say that I have played with, I can't say all of them, but a lot of them. And some of these builders are just clunky, they're not intuitive, and they take up way too much time to send out an email campaign. Drives me nuts. So you need to be able to create emails without needing to know code. The drag and drop builders, the ones that have templates and then formatting options, are going to be essential. The other thing is going to be list management and segmentation. You need to be able to organize your subscribers and group them by their interests or their behavior, and then also be able to send them targeted emails based on those things or any other ways that you want to actually segment your audience. Some basic automation capabilities, I feel like at minimum, you should be able to set up a welcome sequence for new subscribers, which kind of warms them up. So when somebody says like, yeah, hey, sign me up, how can you send them something to warm them up and let them know a little bit more about you or your business or who you serve or why you exist or any of the important details that you would want someone to have when you are trying to build a relationship with them. So automated emails save you time. They allow you to nurture your audience. And these things can kind of happen while you are asleep or living your life. Sign up forms and landing pages, which is how you get to capture the email addresses from your subscribers. So the platform should provide customizable forms that you can either embed on your website or with standalone landing pages that gives you the space for people to sign up and actually get added to your email list. Analytics and reporting. because you need to see who's opening your emails, what it is that they're clicking, how your campaigns are performing. If you can't measure it, you can't improve it. So analytics and reporting is a must have in my book. Compliance features, being able to have unsubscribed links dynamically inserted into your email campaigns, making sure that it accounts for GDPR compliance, CAN spam compliance. These things are not optional, and the platforms need to be able to handle these things automatically. Okay, that's part of what you are signing up for. Now, these are the things that are going to be nice to have depending on your goals. And again, these features might be critical for your strategy or completely unnecessary. So think things like advanced automation and sequences. So if you want to be able to build complex funnels, behavioral triggers, or sophisticated nurture sequences, you want a platform that can handle advanced automation beyond the basics. The next thing is going to be e-commerce integration. So if you are selling products online, having the ability to integrate with your e-commerce platforms such as Shopify, WooCommerce, or whatever other e-commerce platform you are using is going to be important and really matter for you. Some of the email marketing platforms also offer SMS or text messaging marketing capabilities. Some platforms have that integrated alongside email. And if this is going to be a part of your strategy, then you want to make sure that you are looking for platforms that actually do both. Robust tagging and subscriber management. So when people sign up on your email list, you want to be able to kind of keep track of who they are, where they came from, how they engage with your content that you send. Some platforms just offer basic settings for subscriber management. If you want the ability to tag subscribers based on if they clicked on a link, or if you notice they open emails about a certain topic more than others, or any type of interactions that help you send them more relevant and targeted emails, then looking for a provider that has robust tagging and subscriber management features is something that you want to look for. Another one is going to be the ability to have A/B testing. So being able to test different subject lines or email content, send times based on the performance or the time zone, things like that. If those are features that are important to your email marketing strategy, then again, something you want to look for in that platform. And then lastly, a template library. So having a solid collection of pre-designed templates can really help speed up your email creation process, especially when you are first starting out. So having a template library with some pre-designed templates, or even the ability to create and save your own templates so that every time you go to send an email, you have the ability to not be starting from square one every single time. Now, just like we did with your email service providers, I want to talk about some of the top email marketing platforms for small businesses. Starting with the one that I personally use. And again, I will tell you that I have jumped around and used a couple different ones. I personally use Kit, formerly known as ConvertKit, and that has been my email marketing platform for a little over a year now. It's an email marketing platform that is built specifically for creators. So that's like your bloggers, your podcasters, your YouTubers, coaches, consultants, and anyone building an audience that is somewhat or completely through content. They do offer different payment plans that can scale with your business and your subscriber count. They also have some really, really cool features that I just saw to be valuable when I switched from my last platform. I'm going to say that they are best for content creators that are building an audience. So again, thinking your bloggers, podcasters, YouTubers, coaches, consultants who sell services or courses, educators and online course creators, or anyone focused on audience building rather than just transactional selling. People who want powerful automation capabilities without it being really overwhelming or complex is also a great thing within the Kit platform. What I love about it is the visual automation builder, which makes it really, really easy to create some welcome sequences, nurture campaigns, behavior-based email flows without needing a computer science degree. You can literally see the path that your subscribers take through the content that you are sending out. It has the ability to tag subscribers in an intuitive way. Instead of managing complicated lists and segments, you're able to tag subscribers based on interests, behaviors, activities, and things like that, allowing you to send targeted emails to specific tags. I will say that within the Kit platform, it is simple yet powerful, which was a big thing to me. They also have a landing page builder that is included at every service level that they offer. And you don't necessarily need a separate tool to create opt-in pages or lead magnets. You can build them, publish them, and collect subscribers immediately. But I will say that it is also integration friendly. So it does integrate directly with some of the other platforms. For me, it integrates seamlessly into the website platform that I use, some of the plugins that I use on that platform, the automation platform that I use, like your Zapier or AutoKit and things like that. Some things to keep in mind when you are making a decision is that Kit's pricing scales with subscriber count. This is actually common across all of the platforms. So that means that your costs do increase as your list grows. So if you're selling primarily physical products and you need heavy e-commerce features, I would say that there are other platforms that are better suited for that. Another one is going to be MailerLite. This is the one that I always recommend to my clients who are just starting out and getting familiar with email marketing. It is also great for the budget conscious businesses. MailerLite is known for being feature rich while also staying affordable and with a pretty simple learning curve. It is a powerful email marketing platform without a premium price tag. And they also offer a generous free plan and paid plan that scales with your subscriber count at the time of recording this video. I will say that this is best suited for businesses that are on a tight budget, who still want solid features to get started, beginners who want something simple, easy, and clean, anyone who doesn't need super advanced automation or features. It does have the ability to have some advanced segmentation and things like that, but it's not super advanced. So that's something to keep in mind. It does have some e-commerce things, so good for Shopify integration and product block emails, things like that. But again, people who want a clean, simple interface without a lot of clutter, this is the way to go. It gives you room to grow before paying the higher ticket for some of the other platforms that are out there. Some other options that are worth considering is going to be MailChimp, ActiveCampaign, and Flowdesk. Again, I always recommend that you do your research and determine what will be best for you, which leads me into the next thing I wanted to touch on, the questions that you should ask yourself when you are trying to decide which email marketing platform is going to be best for you. Some things to consider is how many subscribers do you have or plan to have in the next year? If you are just starting, platforms that have a free plan or a low cost beginner plan is going to probably be best for you. Most platforms scale pricing with the subscriber count. So also think about your growth and how fast you want to or intend to grow. Because again, as your email list grows, then your costs will also grow. If you are planning sophisticated nurture sequences and behavior-based funnels, then you want to invest in a platform that's going to have robust automation. If you're just sending monthly newsletter, then basic automation with platforms like MailerLite is going to be perfectly fine for you. Another question that you should ask yourself is, am I building an audience through content or am I selling products and services? If you are doing both, which one is the priority? Content creators and service providers thrive on a platform like Kit. E-commerce businesses might prefer something like MailerLite, MailChimp, or ActiveCampaign for features that support more of your selling efforts. So that's something to consider. And again, if you are doing both, building an audience through content, but also selling products and services, which one is going to be primary for you? Because that is what you want to use to base your decision on which platform you're going to go with. Something that you always have to keep in mind is how tech savvy are you? And this is something that you have to be really, really honest with yourself on, because if tech intimidates you, make sure you choose a platform with a clean, simple interface. Again, my recommendation for those people, if you are one of them, is going to be MailerLite. If you are comfortable with more complexity, then platforms like ActiveCampaign are going to offer more power and have more robust integrative features that you probably won't have a problem figuring out. And then lastly, again, same as with the email service provider, is thinking about what integrations do you need. So checking if the platform integrates with your website, with your CRM, with your e-commerce platform, and any other tool that you absolutely can't live without to run your business. Most major platforms nowadays are going to integrate with WordPress, Shopify, and other popular tools, but you always want to verify first, okay? So also, one of the questions that I get and I want to touch on before we close out is going to be, well, what if I want to switch later? What if I choose wrong? Am I stuck forever? The good news about choosing an email marketing service provider is that you are not locked in forever. Your email list is portable, and every platform will allow you to export your list as a CSV file. Your domain email will stay the same regardless of the provider, and most platforms have the ability to import and export features that make moving your content pretty straightforward. My advice personally is to start with the platform that makes the most sense for right now. Don't overbuy features you won't use for years, and don't underbuy and cripple your growth. Choose a tool that fits your current needs, your current budget, and always keep in mind that you can always upgrade or switch as you grow. I would rather see you start and get comfortable with a platform like MailerLite's free plan and then switch over to Kit in 2 years than never start at all because you were paralyzed by the decision. Okay. So some next steps that you can take are going to be to choose your email provider, choose your email marketing platform, and then get them both set. As always, if you are not sure what tools to use or what is going to be best for your business, then let's have a conversation. Book a strategy call, and I can help you figure out exactly what it is that your business needs that support your specific goals, your budget, and where you are at in your business. You can always book a strategy call. If you want to skip the tech setup entirely, again, I always offer done for you system setup, where I'll not only recommend the right tools for you and your business, but I can get everything set up for you completely. So no tech stress, just systems that start working for you in your business. One of the things that we are going to talk about in our next episode of Tips Tuesdays is breaking down some of the myths around email marketing. So I want you to make sure that if you have not already subscribed to the Studio117 Creative YouTube channel, that you make sure you head over and do that. Also, you can subscribe to our email list. All of the links for that are going to be in the description below so that you do not miss this next conversation about the myths surrounding email marketing and small businesses. Okay? Until next time.